Now, though, it's movie week on Strictly this weekend, and the celebrities will once again try to avoid the wrath of one particular judge. Craig is here. 20 years of Craig's cutting comments.
I know. Every inch of those 20 years is on this face, darling. I'm wearing it. I know. I cannot believe it myself. I mean, it's such a great, enormous success. It goes to 63 countries worldwide, which is just extraordinary. And when we first started back in the May 2004, I had thought it wouldn't have legs at all. I thought, who is going to be interested in seeing a bunch of celebrities that can't dance, try and dance in 2 weeks? I said, no one, that's who. And actually, I was completely wrong. And thank goodness, because I'm still here today talking about it.
Longest serving judge?
Yes, in the world. Bizarrely.
That's official.
I know. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. It really is. Yeah, I'm amazed I have not been cancelled. I'm just saying. Absolutely amazed.
No, it is. There's something special about it. People do just love watching the journey, as we keep saying,
Absolutely.
of course. The journey didn't last terribly long, sadly, for Tom at the weekend.
No.
And the first week is awful. It's quite painful to watch. No one wants to leave in the first week.
I know.
It is. You're genuinely gutted for them.
Yeah.
I mean, from your perspective, what was it like for you?
Well, I didn't want him to leave either. And he was well and truly in the middle of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, the audience will vote him through, so it's not going to come down to him. And of course, that can't be trusted. You know, the audience had 50% of the vote. And if you're in the middle of the leaderboard, that puts you in danger. And of course, the reason, because I know the next question on everyone's lips is, why did I choose Toya over Tom? And the reason was her musicality, you know, and the fact that she had amazing rhythm, you know. And I have to judge not from a personal perspective, but I have to judge, you know, from a dance perspective.
Yeah.
And I have to choose only from that 1 minute 30 who I think was the best dancer in that moment.
Yeah,
you know,
it's not even the dance previous in the night, it's that actual moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that moment. And because the pressure at that time is really, really on.
Yeah.
But of course, I didn't want to see Tom go. I mean, he had what I thought was going to be a shining sort of future in the show.
Absolutely. And sadly, someone has to, and that's the gutting
the way
part
it
about
is.
it all. Who do you think is going to surprise you this series?
Well, I'm hoping that Paul is going to surprise me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's definitely putting his whole heart and soul into it, isn't he?
He really is. And, you know, he is the backbone of this show. He really is. You know, it's people like him. And when you consider Anne Widdecombe, you know, did 11 weeks, and she was constantly at the bottom of the leaderboard, you know, and I think what we'll see with Paul is a vast improvement, and I'm hoping that happens tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
So looking forward to that. Tasha, I think, is incredible, absolutely brilliant. I mean, she's like the whole package. You know, she is a fantastic, fantastic technician. She's learning it really, really well. She has musicality, she has a real gift for dance, and it's just so beautiful to watch. And it's those sort of dances that really spur everyone else on. And I think, you know, she's the one to beat, technically, you know, but it's not always the technicians, actually, Christine, that actually go through. You know, that's the thing. You know, sometimes it's very much based on personality, and it's very much based on who the audience like at home. And
Chris
there's nothing I
McCausland
can do to control that.
He's just doing so incredibly well at the dancing, but he's also a bit of a verbal sparring thing going on with you. And people love that.
Finally, someone's answering me back. And they're funny. I mean, I cannot. I mean, he is so quick-witted. But not only that, not only is he an amazing amount of fun and very quick-witted, he's also a very talented dancer. You know, and that's just so wonderful to see. To be able to navigate the space, learn the space without seeing, I mean, it's incredible. Yeah,
He's doing
it really
brilliantly.
is. I love him.
We do obviously, sadly, know, Quick, that Strictly's been in the headlines for months now for the wrong reasons. And again, just today, the BBC review was published on Monday. Of course, it was into the claims by Amanda Abington, claims against her former dance partner, Giovanna Pernici. What is the feeling amongst the Strictly camp now post-review? Has the landscape changed? Do you feel a difference?
Yes. There is a difference. It's like a weight has been lifted off our shoulder because it was always hanging in the air. So I was just so pleased that this investigation is over, because now we can move on and really celebrate our 20 years on the screen, you know, because it is a wonderful, wonderful show. And it's just awful when something like this does come along. And of course, the BBC have put loads of things in place, you know, like chaperones, which we've had in the theatre for years, actually, you know, especially on shows that I've been in as playing Miss Hannigan in Annie, you know, those sort of shows where you have chaperoning, you know, the chaperones looking after the kids and all of that through rehearsals and, you know, and I think it's a really good thing, you know, and it brought to light a very good thing, you know, that there should be someone in there taking note, you know, I think that's great. So let's move forward, let's move on, let's celebrate Strictly for all the good it has done for the last 20 years.
Celebrating your new album, debut album?
I know.
But surely, I know there's a debut single, but this is like the debut album. Revelation, songs boys don't sing.
Yes, and it's a combination of lady songs, really, from musical theatre. It's all songs I fell in love with that I thought I would never, ever get a chance to sing, you know, because I'm not 18 and I'm not a soprano soubrette, you know, so it's my version, really, of those sort of songs, you know, things like The Hot Mikado, which not many people know about, to Memory from Cats. You know, I do lots of things, bit of Barbra Streisand, bit of Shirley Bassey. You know, it's really good fun. It's to celebrate the ladies of the theatre, really.
And the stuff, the music you love.
Yeah, it's all the music that I fell in love with as a kid, you know, from Les Miserables or, you know, Cats, and it was just fantastic. And there's a story that goes with every single one of them, and I'm going to be telling those stories and singing those songs on my tour, darling, next year, April, May, June. Of course, before that, I've got Panto.
But it's so good because you're so synonymous with dancing. But this is it, you can sing as well. So this is bringing it all together.
It seems like a revelation to people, but actually I've been in musical theatre all my life, and in order to get into a show, you have to be able to sing, dance and act.
Yeah,
so,
got to do it all.
Yeah.
And now I have a beard.
And now I have the beard.
It's going to stay, isn't it? I love it.
I love it too. And it's only really because I've been playing women for the last 2 years. And I've been close shaving every single day.
You're
and
just bored.
I had 1 week off and I went, I can give my skin a rest. And then it just caused a furore, darling. I mean, it's like been unbelievable. But I love it and I'm keeping it.
Keep it.
And it'll work well for Captain Hook and Peter Pan, darling. And
absolutely,
at Christmas in Milton Keynes.
It all comes together. Well, Movie Week tomorrow, Strictly, of course, continues. Thank you so much, Craig.